Hold on tight, for what we are about to reveal will rock the hip-hop and love worlds to their foundations. The unthinkable has finally been verified after weeks of speculation, fan theories, and mysterious Instagram posts. And it wasn't just anybody. It was directly from Tasha K, the queen of controversy. Yes, the same woman who has devoted her career to exposing celebrities has suddenly revealed something shocking that has everyone talking. She has supposedly produced voice notes, receipts, and insider information proving that Mendeecees Harris, yes, Yandy's Mendeecees, is the father of Erica Mena's unborn child. Erica went viral a few days ago, claiming to be pregnant with Mendeecees' child. While there was a lot of conjecture on the internet, people had differing opinions. Some referred to it as clout chasing, but others said it had to be real. Now, Tasha K has revealed the entire truth. She is supporting Erica's assertion with startling proof that is too real to deny. What does this signify for Yandy, though? What is the family's response? Last but not least, is this the start of a much larger scandal? The drama is just beginning, so pay attention. The startling discovery came as a shock. Tasha K, who has a reputation for causing controversy in the world of celebrities, was back at it. She had more important news to offer this time than gossip. Tasha asserted in a video that went viral on the internet that Mendeecees, one of the most adored hip-hop and love artists, had a secret child with none other than Erica Mena. It was more than a rumor. Tasha K claimed to have the receipts and was prepared to reveal everything. Mendeecees was known throughout the world as the family man who had experienced a great deal of love and hip-hop with Yandy. Throughout it all, Yandy had been by his side, and his devoted supporters applauded him for changing his life after serving time. Everyone cheered for them as a pair. Therefore, nobody could believe it when Tasha K's video appeared online. How could someone who seemed to have it all, like Mendeecees, maintain such a big secret? And why, of all people, was Erica involved? In front of the camera, Tasha K sat with assurance, her voice full of the same dramatic flair for which she was famous. She wasted no time. "It's time for me to reveal the truth to you all, as you have been demanding it," she said. "The man you all know and love, Mendeecees Harris, is concealing a secret. A huge secret that has the power to alter everything." She paused for impact, allowing the tension to rise. On the edge of their seats were already the fans. What might it be? He has a child with Erica Mena. Now the moment has come to reveal the truth. The comment sections erupted as soon as she uttered it. The posts were met with astonishment and amazement from her followers, who were always eager to voice their opinions. How is this possible? Mendeecees had been very public about his love for Yandy, and Erica had always been upfront about her connection with Safari. Is this a real thing? Tasha K refused to give up. She wasn't scared to share what she had since she recognized what she had. "Now I know what you're thinking," Tasha added. "This isn't possible. But hold on, I'm not finished. I've got the evidence." She showed the screen a screenshot. It was a picture of a text exchange that had taken place only a few months earlier between Erica and Mendeecees. The messages were devastating. Following the big news that she had just shared with him, Mendeecees supposedly assured Erica that he would support her no matter what. What it implied was undeniable. Who made this confession, though? The supporters went crazy, searching through their own communications for any hint that would support or refute this latest revelation. However, the social media world was rocked by more than just the texts. Tasha K had more. She hinted that she was going to present the most important piece of unquestionable evidence. She smiled and added, "Honey, I have the medical records, and everything you believe to be true is going to alter." That was the time. People began to question whether Mendeecees was indeed about to lose everything. His longtime girlfriend, Yandy, has already experienced a great deal. How is this possible? In typical reality TV fashion, Tasha was delivering the drama, and the story was too juicy to ignore. Speculation started right away. In order to determine when this supposed affair could have occurred, fans started assembling the timeline. Some attempted to discredit the concept, saying it was all a publicity gimmick to keep hip-hop and love current. However, it became more difficult to ignore as Tasha disclosed more. Mendeecees and Erica were reportedly spending more time together than anyone had thought. One admirer noted that the two were observed engaging in a way that didn't look totally cordial during a particular party. Although they weren't overtly flirting, something about them felt off. Mendeecees had never been known for being very contentious and had always been the ideal husband and parent. His passion for Yandy and his wish to be a good man after doing time in prison were the main themes of his love and hip-hop plot. He was known for working hard and for having recovered from a difficult past to regain the trust of the public. Thus, there was a huge shock when Tasha K dropped the bomb. How could a person who had changed his life make such a careless error? However, the more fans researched Erica and Mendeecees' past, the more the narrative began to make sense. Eric and Mendeecees had been friends for many years. They have collaborated on multiple projects and were both active in the music business. Mendeecees had long been a well-known player in the game, and Eric had previously been married. However, there was now rising conjecture that their relationship was more complex than previously thought. Fans of Mendeecees were split when they started to comment on the accusations. Some supporters defended him, saying that Tasha K was just attempting to cause trouble. One remark said, "Tasha is just doing what she does best, starting drama." Others, though, were less understanding. Another comment said, "I always thought Mendeecees was different, but now I see that he's just like everyone else in this crazy world of reality TV." It became evident as the drama developed that this would not be a story that would end soon. Fans' curiosity grew as Tasha revealed more. When Tasha K disclosed that she had spoken to Erica directly, it was one of the most startling moments in the video. Tasha claimed that Erica was fed up with the status quo and prepared to speak the truth. According to Tasha, Erica's version of events was that Mendeecees had assured her that he would permanently leave Yandy. He had informed her that he intended to start a family with her and their child. Fans who had been keeping up with Erica's connection with Safari were eager to share their opinions. The fact that Erica, who had always appeared to have everything under control, was now embroiled in such a scandal shocked a lot of people. As supporters kept voicing their thoughts, the tension grew more intense. After a period of silence, a mysterious post surfaced on her social media accounts. The caption for the photo, which showed her and her kids grinning, said, "Family is everything, but sometimes the truth hurts." Fans started speculating right away. Did Yandy make fun of Mendeecees? Was she giving away that the truth was going to be revealed? Tasha K made it apparent that she was just getting started while admirers argued and conjectured. The scandal escalated and the questions only became bigger with every new piece of information. Are Mendeecees likely to confess, or would he keep fighting back and deny everything? The drama was far from ended. That much was clear. And Tasha K promised to deliver as the fans awaited the next twist. Tasha K's confession caused a blaze of consequences. Within hours, supporters took to social media to vent their frustration and incredulity, and the media was abuzz. Once well known for his tale of redemption, Mendeecees was now the target of public criticism. There were conflicting opinions on the internet. Some supported him, saying that Tasha K was merely creating drama, while others thought that the secret baby was real and that he had deceived Yamaha. The situation became so tense that it boiled over. The Mendeecees camp hurried to react. In a swift statement, his attorney denied the rumors, describing them as fabricated and intended to harm Mendeecees' reputation. However, the statement did nothing but fan the flames. Fans weren't persuaded. Given how substantial it appeared, how could Mendeecees reject it? The information about their covert relationship, the text messages, and the voicemail from Erica all suggested something darker than a straightforward miscommunication. In the wake of the announcement, Mendeecees' wife, Yandy, had said nothing. Her fans were eager to hear her version of events. Was she aware of the baby? Did she participate in the secrecy? Or did she get caught off guard like everyone else? The scenario was made much more heated by the mystery surrounding her response. Given the way Mendeecees had previously behaved, always protective of his family, Some admirers felt that she had to be aware. However, some believed that Yandy was too intelligent to be kept in the dark for very long. When Yandy shared a mysterious remark on social media, she finally spoke up. "Life can present you with the most difficult obstacles, but you must overcome them," she wrote. She shared a picture of herself and their kids, and although Yandy appeared serene and at ease, there was a trace of grief in her eyes. The post made it quite evident that Yandy would not allow the rumors to destroy her family. However, what was actually happening behind closed doors? Did she still expect that Mendeecees would prove to be the guy she had fallen in love with, or was Yandy remaining for the kids? Additional information regarding Mendeecees and Erica's purported relationship surfaced in the days that followed. According to people close to Erica, she had been communicating with Mendeecees for years before the general public was aware of it. Mendeecees was still with Yandy when the alleged covered affair began, which resulted in the now publicized pregnancy. Fans were taken aback by the outrageousness of it all. How were the Mendeecees able to hide such a significant secret from everyone? And how did this affect his union with Yandy? For her part, Erica first said nothing. On social media, she made a string of ambiguous posts that alluded to the reality without explicitly stating it. One post said, "Truth always comes to light. Sometimes the hardest battles are the ones you fight alone." Another person said simply. Fans were left wondering whether these cryptic texts were part of the drama or her method of confessing to the affair. Erica's supporters started to stand with her as the rumors spread, saying that Mendeecees and Yandy had wronged her. One fan said, "It's about time the truth came out." Both of them had been played by Mendeecees. However, the people caught in the gunfire were not limited to Eric and Mendeecees. The individual who had exposed the whole scenario, Tasha K, was the target of a media frenzy. As followers eagerly awaited the most recent updates, her YouTube channel amassed millions of views. Instead of running from the limelight, Tasha K embraced it, teased her fans with more information that seemed to add to the drama. In one of her videos, she stated, "You will all be surprised by what I have next." Mendeecees believed he could get away with this, but I'm going to reveal everything. Fans weren't the only ones responding to the incident. Celebrities and business executives also had something to say. Many of Mendeecees' friends who had previously stood by him started to turn away. While some preferred to stay mute and avoid becoming embroiled in the turmoil, others resorted to social media to vent their disappointment. His close friend's silence said more than words could. The formerly tight-knit community around Mendeecees was obviously now shattered, with many doubting his moral character. Mendeecees attempted to project confidence as the narrative progressed. He asserted in an exclusive interview that Tasha K's accusations were merely a campaign of defamation. "I haven't done anything wrong," he said in a frustrated tone. "This is nothing more than a series of falsehoods propagated to damage my reputation." However, his statements seemed vacuous. It appeared as though he was attempting to hide the truth the more he refuted the accusations. What about Yandy? She kept her personal feelings to herself and mostly kept quiet, posting just sporadic updates about her family. But supporters didn't let things go so easily. The scandal merely heightened public curiosity. Fans took sides in the ongoing dispute, causing hashtags like #TeamYandy and #TeamErica to trend. Some sided with Erica, claiming that she had been the one to get the short end of the stick, while others were fervently loyal to Yandy, believing that she had been wronged by Mendeecees. Others, who believed that Mendeecees had been the target of an unjustified attack, continued to defend him. The tabloids persisted in producing increasingly sensational stories. One headline said, "Mendeecees' secret child caught Yandy off guard." Another headline shouted, "Erica Mena breaks silence on the baby scandal." The people seemed to enjoy the way the story was twisted with each new update. It was evident that this had developed into a full-fledged media spectacle rather than merely a personal scandal. However, Tasha K released another bombshell just when everyone thought the drama couldn't get any more bizarre. She asserted that she had additional proof that would definitively establish Mendeecees' deceit. She stated in a video that the truth is about to come out. And you'll all realize how profound this is when it does. There was a noticeable buzz among her fans. They were aware that anything she possessed would completely alter the story. Would it be sufficient to permanently destroy Mendeecees' world? In the meantime, Mendeecees and Yandy had to rebuild their broken relationship. In the hopes that she would quit Mendeecees and achieve happiness on her own, Yandy's supporters persisted in their support. However, many people secretly questioned whether this incident would be the last straw. Could the treachery save their marriage? Time would tell. Fans eagerly anticipated the next installment of this never-ending story as the drama continued. Would Mendeecees have to face reality, or would he keep denying everything? Would she support her boyfriend, or would Yandy find the resolve to go on? And above all, what role would Erica play in the situation? One thing was certain: the drama was far from ended, even though the answers were still unknown. The media tempest grew more intense as the public's interest in the Mendeecees' secret child increased. Fans were kept on the edge of their seats as new revelations about the ongoing saga surfaced every day. Each of Tasha K's videos, which became the go-to source for the most recent information, felt like another blow in an endless boxing battle. She kept giving her fans sneak peeks at fresh evidence, keeping them all wondering what would come to light next. In the meantime, Mendeecees and Yandy's tension escalated to a breaking point. The issue seemed to be weighing heavily on both of them, and the couple was seldom talking. Their relationship, which had been based on years of trust, was now deteriorating in public view. Mendeecees attempted to preserve as much of his reputation as possible, but his attempts were failing. The harm was already done, regardless of how many declarations he made. His story was no longer being believed by the fans. In contrast, Yandy seemed to be putting on a brave front. She appeared to be concentrating on her family based on her social media posts, which were full of inspirational sayings and pictures of her kids. But the cracks beneath the surface were visible to those who knew her well. She occasionally shared something on social media that alluded to her internal conflict. In one article, she stated that sometimes the strongest people are the ones who smile through the pain. Although it was obvious that Yandy was in pain, would she continue to live with Mendeecees, or would this scandal be the last straw? Mendeecees attempted to set up a public meeting with Yandy in a last-ditch effort to save his marriage. According to insiders, he wanted to discuss the accusations and work things out. However, Yandy was not amenable to it. Instead of publicly meeting with him, she released a message saying, "I have no time for games, and I'm done playing them." This was perceived by her supporters as her declaration that the relationship was over. There were no further details provided, only a remark that left everyone wondering if Yandy would permanently leave Mendeecees. Erica mostly kept quiet throughout this turbulent period. She hadn't shared anything specific on social media, just a few vague posts. Everyone was wondering what she was going to do next. While some admirers thought she was waiting for Mendeecees to approach, others conjectured that she was getting ready for a public altercation. In any event, despite the fact that the drama in her life was intensifying, Erica had managed to maintain an unexpected level of composure. Then, when everything appeared to be at its zenith, Tasha K revealed her most startling admission to date. Even when he was married to Yandy, she said in a live broadcast that Mendeecees had been surreptitiously giving money to Erica for years. "It's not just about a baby," Tasha stated in a dramatic tone. "It's about deceit, manipulation, and treachery." Yandy was unaware of the double life that Mendeecees was leading behind her back. Fans were taken aback by the discovery. Having a hidden child and an affair was one thing, but providing for Erica financially while still married to Yandy? For many, that went too far. Fans began focusing on Mendeecees' purported private life when the tale swiftly went viral on social media. This most recent revelation has immediate repercussions. Mendeecees' admirers began to doubt his moral character even more. How could a person who had professed to have matured and changed over time yet be leading such a dishonest life? But Yandy's supporters were incensed. They bombarded her social media with encouraging remarks, advising her to permanently quit Mendeecees. One fan said, "Queen, he's not worth it." You and your family deserve to be respected by someone. However, Yandy's silence said more than words could. She hadn't yet taken any public steps to distance herself from Mendeecees, despite the calls of many for her departure. Some thought she was simply holding out for the ideal opportunity to leave. Others believed that she would support her husband no matter what and was attempting to safeguard her family. Mendeecees was attempting to make apologies behind the scenes. According to people close to him, he was making every effort to mend his relationship with Yandy. In an attempt to heal the rifts in their marriage, he even went so far as to hire a relationship counselor. Was it sufficient, though? It seems as though Yandy was more determined than ever. Despite everything she had experienced with Mendeecees, this, worse than anything before, was the trust irreparably damaged, or could she truly forgive him for this? The scandal's media circus was becoming bigger and bigger. Exclusive insider reports regarding the affair and the secret child were published by tabloids. They asserted that Mendeecees had been living a double life for years, balancing his affair with Erica and his marriage to Yandy while attempting to uphold his public persona. The turmoil was heightened by rumors that Mendeecees was attempting to make amends with Erica by asking her to move in with him and the family. Meanwhile, the popularity of Tasha K's channel skyrocketed. Each of her films appeared to be more spectacular than the last, and they now had millions of views. Because she broke this sensational scoop, many of her followers dubbed her the Queen of Gossip, and they were devouring every word. But some detractors started to doubt her intentions. Had Tasha K overreached herself? Was she going beyond what was appropriate in her quest for clicks and views? According to some admirers, Tasha was getting too entangled in the drama and going beyond moral boundaries in order to get attention. Tasha, however, was unfazed by the criticism. She actually appeared to enjoy the attention, promising even more shocking disclosures in the days ahead. In the meantime, Mendeecees' once close buddies had been conspicuously quiet. In the Love and Hip Hop franchise, none of his co-stars have defended him. Fans questioned whether they were just avoiding him to escape the consequences or if they had been aware of the truth all along and had remained silent. Mendeecees was now fighting on all fronts, regardless of the circumstances. His family, his marriage, and his reputation were all at stake. It appeared as though things were getting out of hand. The drama didn't seem to be calming down, and every new discovery simply made everything worse. The whole plot seemed to revolve around Yandy's choice of whether to stay with Mendeecees or move on. Would she ultimately decide that enough was enough, or would she continue to stand up for her family? The Globe eagerly anticipated the next surprising development in this never-ending drama. The turmoil involving Mendeecees, Yandy, Erica, and Tasha K only intensified over the course of the following days. Every fresh piece of information seemed to add fuel to the fire, and the public was clamoring for further updates. The media's constant scrutiny of Mendeecees' every action seemed to be undermining his attempts to save his relationship with Yandy. He was under tremendous pressure, and according to some insiders, he was beginning to crumble under the strain. In contrast, Yandy maintained his composure despite the public's criticism. Her silence was becoming increasingly revealing, even though she hadn't made any significant public decisions on her relationship. She was receiving words of love and encouragement from her fans and followers. Yet Yandy was battling an emotional war behind closed doors. Even their kids appeared to be impacted by the continuous conflict, and the stress at home was evident. According to family sources, Yandy pondered the future of her marriage and whether she would ever be able to trust Mendeecees again during restless evenings. In the meantime, after Tasha K's shocking disclosure regarding the secret child, Erica had mostly avoided the spotlight. However, there started to be some rumors that said Erica was getting ready to make a big announcement of her own. Would she speak up about the matter, or would she keep quiet and let the drama play out naturally? As admirers made predictions about her next move, the tension surrounding her only grew. Ever the provocateur, Tasha K was not satisfied to watch the drama play out. She teased her viewers with promises of much more significant truths as she continued to leave clues about new revelations in her next videos. Her viewers were eagerly awaiting her every word as her channel's popularity skyrocketed. She was taking pleasure in the confusion, and every video she uploaded appeared to add to the situation's complexity. Her videos were suddenly receiving millions of views, and she had become the focal point of the drama. Tasha K stated that she had uncovered even darker secrets regarding Mendeecees' history in one of her most recent films. "Do you believe the controversy surrounding baby mamas is bad?" With an air of curiosity in her voice, she questioned her audience. "Just wait until you find out the truth about the previous relationships of Mendeecees. The skeletons in that closet are starting to surface." Fans were curious to hear what she had to say after her remarks rocked the entertainment industry. Had the Mendeecees been concealing even more startling information? Or was Tasha K just spreading more sensationalized rumors to her audience? Mendeecees became more and more alone as the story played out. His image in the field was suffering, and it appeared that his old acquaintances and coworkers were moving away from him. His character was now being questioned by several of his former supporters. One person commented, "He's a liar. How can someone like him be trusted?" The general impression was that Mendeecees had a difficult time redeeming himself, even though other people were more understanding. Yandy's silence was growing louder at the same moment. Although she had not yet publicly distanced herself from Mendeecees, it was becoming evident that the relationship was irreparably damaged. According to people close to Yandy, she had been seeing a lawyer, and some even conjectured that she might be thinking about getting a divorce. Although many of her admirers thought it was the only option, Yandy found divorce to be a challenging concept. One fan said, "She deserves better. She can't tolerate this any longer." When Mendeecees shared a mysterious statement on his Instagram, the whole thing came to a head. He stated in the post that admitting when you've erred might occasionally be the most difficult thing to do. "I can't take back the harm I've caused to those I care about. I can only attempt to put things right. I'm doing my hardest to change, but I don't expect forgiveness." Reactions to the post were not quite uniform. While some admirers applauded him for accepting responsibility, others charged that he was attempting to maintain his reputation. Although it was unclear if Yandy had read the post, it appeared to be a last-ditch effort to preserve what little of his reputation remained. Naturally, Tasha K had a lot to say regarding Mendeecees' post. "Oh, does he wish to apologize now?" In her most recent video, she sneered. "He is a skilled manipulator. People don't believe the hype. The only reason he is apologizing is because he is under pressure. He wouldn't even be apologizing if Yandy hadn't been posting all those mysterious messages about leaving him." Tasha's fans were consuming her scathing remarks. Her channel kept expanding, and the drama got more intense with each new video. Still, it was unclear what would Yandy do. Fans were starting to demand answers because of her terrible silence. Some thought that she might give Mendeecees another try, while others questioned whether she was just waiting for the appropriate time to leave. However, her fan base grew increasingly polarized the longer she remained silent. While some thought she should permanently break up with Mendeecees, others thought she could forgive him and rekindle their relationship. Then the unimaginable occurred. In a startling turn of events, Erica eventually spoke up. Fans were shocked when she sent a statement on Instagram. "I've been silent for too long," she said. "However, the moment has come for the truth to be revealed. I am more than just a co-parent to Mendeecees. Our narrative has much more to tell, and I'm prepared to do so." Although the message was ambiguous, it seemed obvious that Erica was going to reveal something shocking of her own. As they speculated about what Erica would divulge, fans went crazy. Would she verify the child in secret? Would she expose Mendeecees' double life and other scandals? The world was watching, anticipating the next turn in this never-ending story, and the drama was far from ended. Meanwhile, Tasha K claimed to have known all along, taking advantage of Erica's post. In her video, she remarked, "See, I told y'all. This is only the start. Eric is going to spill the beans, and Mendeecees will be held accountable for all of his actions." This type of deception never gets away with anyone. The entertainment industry was humming, and the stress was evident. The scandal got bigger every day, and nobody knew how it would all turn out. Mendeecees was ensnared in a tornado of charges, and everyone was left wondering what would happen next because of Yandy's silence. The plot had become even more complicated as a result of Erica's shocking announcement, and fans were anxiously awaiting the next twist. The story was far from over, that much was clear. The world would be following every second of the drama as it developed, anticipating the next stunning turn. One thing is certain as the drama progresses: there is a lot more to this tale than first meets the eye. A whirlwind that is sweeping the entertainment industry is centered on Mendeecees, Yandy, Erica, and Tasha K. But what's going to happen next? Will Mendeecees' world fall apart under the pressure, or will he eventually make amends? Is there still hope for their love, or will Yandy decide to leave for good? And in the days ahead, what startling facts will Erica divulge? You won't want to miss a second of this drama, but only time will tell. As events happen, we're here to provide you with all the news, insider information, and stunning discoveries. To ensure that you never miss a new video, remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. What do you think Yandy should do next? Let us know in the comments section below. Will she ever trust Mendeecees again? And how far you think Tasha K's most recent assertions will carry her? We would want to speak with you. Keep checking back for more breaking news, and keep in mind that the drama is only beginning.